So while Philadelphia fans were probably very, very nervous about their secondary situation, it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are doing all they can to retain the guys they want. Also, it seems like the Philadelphia Eagles may have leaked a backup quarterback they have in mind to come on down to Philly. So let's talk about it.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today we're going to talk about this secondary. Some guys looking like they want to stay, and one guy even recruiting others to come on over to Philly. Now, before we get into that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 5K, and we would love for you guys to join that ride. So we're going to start actually with some recruiting that is actually happening. So Darius Slay is actively, obviously we're working on his contract, trying to figure out how to retain him in Philadelphia. We did allow him to seek trades, but he just recently reached out to Adam Thielen, obviously the wide receiver that just got cut from the Vikings. A lot of Eagles fans would love to see him as our number 3. Darius Slay reached out to him and let him know, hey, we're doing things out here in Philly. We're winning out here in Philly. We would love to have you on down here. Now, what does that mean, right? Because the Eagles are trying to see what they can do with Darius Slay. To me, that means he wants to stay in Philly. To me, we've seen a lot of him saying that he wants to stay out here. He wants to make the contract work. He wants to get extended by Howie Roseman and company. And I think that something like this only further proves that point, that he wants to stay here. And I do have faith that Howie Roseman and company are going to be able to figure something out. And if Darius Slay is able to get somehow, some way, Adam Thielen on this team with the Eagles, just think about that. Think about Adam Thielen as your number 3. You got A.J. Brown out there, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. The possibilities are endless if you add a Adam Thielen. I would love to have Adam Thielen. So shout out to Darius Slay. Now, another cornerback that we're obviously a little bit worried about is going to be James Bradberry. James Bradberry, per Josina Anderson, he spoke to her and said that he wants to stay in Philly. He said that he basically knows that the Eagles are a potential suitor for him. He would love to stay in Philadelphia, but he understands the business side of it. He understands that Howie Roseman is kind of waiting to see what other teams offer him, and went as far as saying that the Eagles want to have the opportunity to match any contract that he is given. So this is something big. The Eagles are trying to make some things happen. I have been one to say that I think it's an either or. I think that if, Darius Slay does end up on another team, then maybe you go after a James Bradberry and say, all right, Bradberry, what do we got to do to keep you here? And vice versa. If Bradberry's, a little bit out of your reach, you do a little bit more to go ahead and keep a Darius Slay. Now, another person in this secondary, this is a good day. I'm actually pretty happy about a lot of this news. Another person in this secondary we were all worried about is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. News came out that they are doing everything that they can in order to retain Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. That is something that we wanted to hear. I think a lot of this has to do, if you give these guys the exclusive tag, or non-exclusive tag, and allow them to go do what they're doing right now, yes, you do get the opportunity to match them, but at the same point, you are stuck into that franchise tag number. So this is smart from Howie Roseman. This is smart from our front office. Go ahead, let them see what they can get on the open market, and give us the opportunity to match it. Give us the opportunity to be the team that says, no, we want to have you here. We'll pay a mill over that, or we'll match whatever that is for you to stay in Philadelphia. And it looks like these guys want to. So I'm excited, man. It seems like we're going to get somebody. We're going to keep somebody. Even if it's just Chauncey and, JB, and we're not able to keep Slay, or if it's Chauncey and Slay, we're not able to keep JB. It sucks. It would really, really suck. I love all of them, but it's the business. And if you can at least retain a good 2/3 of them, I'm cool with that. So I'd be happy with that. Now, last thing I want to talk about, this is going to be kind of probably a short video. Last thing I want to talk about is going to be the quarterback for the future for this team. The backup quarterback for the future is a spot that we've been talking about. Some guys talking about Dorian Thompson Robinson, I think his name is. There's some guys talking about even Hendon Hooker picking him up in like the 4th round if we get in there. But the rumor is now that we are looking after Marcus Mariota. The rumor is that we want Marcus Mariota as our backup. Apparently at the training camp, at the scouting combine, this is per Mike Jurecki. He said that Gardner Minshew's unrestricted free agent told him that at the combine, the rumor is Marcus Mariota could end up in Philadelphia. I think this would be a very, very good backup situation for the Eagles. Obviously, he kind of does some of the things that Jalen Hurts can do. You won't have to change the offense too much if you are going to switch to him. We saw what Gardner Minshew did in this system. Wasn't the greatest for him, wasn't the greatest for us. We could have a higher pick if it wasn't for Gardner Minshew, but I'm not going to talk about that. Either way, it might be a Marcus Mariota season as far as the backup goes. We might be able to keep some of our secondary. Who knows? We might be able to keep more than we thought. So I'm excited about this. You guys let me know what you're thinking. I did a full deep dive into Kalijah Kancey. If you know me, you know I'm high on Kalijah Kancey. I'm going to leave a little clip up here, a little card, if you guys want to go ahead and watch that. But other than that, man, like I said, I wanted to keep this short, just bring you guys some news. I'll be back tonight. Obviously, it is the start of free agency, so we'll be back tonight to talk about that. But other than that, you guys let me know how you're feeling about everything. But yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace.